Good morning, everyone. Today is a Sunday. It's time for the classic weekly dough. Now, I've been busy for a while until probably like the first 2 minutes of the 11 a.m. Just basically tidying up the room or something like that. Just basically sort of like let me just put like a fucking wait a second. I hope this stuff's good. Let's see. Let's see, playlist. Let me try this. Sure, okay, no problem. I think this is good enough, probably, I guess. There you go. Now, I've been tidying up this whole section, this other whole section. The entire room has been nearly tidied up. The only thing missing is like the desk, which on Wednesday we're gonna probably have to move up all the PC and like the devices and everything like that, so like everything gets sorted out for the new house. You know. Speaking of the devil, man, I don't. I do plan for like a classy weekly dose session, which we're gonna look at some news, maybe then react to some YouTube content of that sort. Something like that, you know, classy weekly dough, as old fashioned as it could possibly be, you know, that sort of thing. But like, I mean, sort of like tidying out this thing, you know, that's all right. Now it's all clean. Maybe there's some dust here and there, but like, it's all clean. We're gonna probably start mowing out everything and settling down in a new house like on Wednesday or something like that, where you're gonna probably have to start living there. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Probably on like the Thursday stream next week, because I'm gonna have to probably still settle down for like the new house. Maybe see if there's internet even there or something like that. No idea, but I'll be busy. I'll be definitely busy. So maybe just be ready for not seeing the usual bilateral gambling by then or something like that. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit delayed or something like that, depending on the situation. And like I still have to reach yours for like the live performance I have on Mogambo this month on the 20th of November. By the way, it's on Mogambo from Chirpe, alongside like a couple or so other bands. So, you know, just in case anybody is interested in that. In any case, I've been counting with the help of my bestie to like sort of like tidy this room a little bit. So that's that. And like you can imagine, like shit, there was like fucking insects in the corner and everything like that. Jesus, like spiders, cockroaches. Jesus, at least that's sorted out in some way or another. Even though we're gonna move to a new place, but I was just fucking afraid of that shit. You know, I can't stand bugs. I can't fucking stand bugs. You know, but still like that. Gotta make logical sense to like do that. It's been a while since I've been doing that sort of thing before. You know, as you can see, the whole room is clean. I think nearly the whole room at least. You know, so that's that. That's good. It's more presentable now in some way or another. So that's probably that as well. And in case you were wondering what the Schweppes bucket on the corner pretty much is, that's like an old artifact from like the 90s that we used to have ever like from a long time ago. We used it to like put the laundry inside and then carry it to the washing machine. It's just basically the laundry bucket. But it's a cool Schweppes bucket. It's like an ancient artifact from your good old times, if you know what I mean. Today with the weekly though, we're gonna comment about like the ChatGPT lawsuits, about how ChatGPT led people to unalive themselves, We're gonna see the Square Enix layoffs. We're gonna see Mamdani winning. I'm probably gonna see a little bit more. Probably mostly reacting to YouTube videos that are new or something like that. You know, basically, it's a classic weekly dough type of shit. Especially because I got like the list of subjects here. Okay, the Square Enix layoffs, easy to lock off. I'm gonna start by those, okay? This was, yeah, apparently. So apparently, the Square Enix announced mass layoffs like this week or something like that. 3 days ago, basically. So it's in the UK or something like that, right? But like, as you can see, well, let me just switch to the desktop mode in 1 second. No get capture, desktop capture. There you go. This happened like 3 days ago or something like that. So like, it's in the UK. I think it was like a similar problem with Rockstar in the UK or something like that. Not that I think about it. Maybe. But like, in any case, layoffs. I mean, don't say you'll be hit with layoffs. You indulge in fucking layoffs, okay, buddy? You fucking indulge in fucking layoffs. It's just basically that. You didn't. You weren't hit with fucking layoffs like it was unfortunate to you. You just indulge in that. That's what I gotta tell fucking Square Enix executives about it. You know. Like, let's read on. Final Fantasy developers and publishers Square Enix have announced plans to lay off staff, with workers across nearly all areas of the Western business arms being affected. More than 100 UK staff are reportedly expected to be affected, with an indeterminate number of US-based workers also reportedly facing a future that's up in the air. Reasoning given for the cuts centers around the presently ever-present word nowadays: restructuring. Yeah, restructuring. It's such a fucking bullshit word. I don't get what the fucking with the word restructuring. It's such a fucking nonsense. A Square look to cut costs and consolidate our focus around the Japanese development base. Yeah, it's the usual line go up bullshit. You know, same thing happens with like when they work on 20 things like live service games or so like trying to be Fortnite every time. The whole basis of like all these game companies, it's just basically so line goes up. It's always the line go up to their bullshit infinitely. If they don't find any profit on the in the next quarter, always going up, they're gonna go fucking live it. It's like a chip in the head is gonna fucking explode or something like that if the line doesn't perpetually go up. It's the nature of shareholders. Shareholders just basically are fucking dumb, man. Like, no fucking way you're gonna get all the fucking more money than all there is in the fucking world. Because money is finite, people are finite, there's a finite amount of resources on the fucking planet. You think the line is gonna infinitely go up? Like that? You really think the line is gonna fucking go up? Man, get fucking real. Okay? Get fucking real. Okay? Like this, you can already tell there's a finite amount of resources on the fucking planet already. You act like such a fucking petulant child. And this goes to like all the executives and shareholders that are interested like fucking earning infinite profits every single fucking time, you know? You're such fucking childish morons. I'm serious. It will make no difference if a toddler run your fucking business. Even that's an insult to toddlers because toddlers are way more intelligent than fucking your ass. You know? Your fucking ass. Jesus Christ. I don't get what's the fucking deal with these people. They just somehow live in the fantasy universe where like money is infinite and it grows on the trees. And like, okay, moving on. VGC report that Square Enix president Takashi Kiryu talked to move a fundamental restructuring of the overseas publishing organization in an all-hands meeting with staff yesterday, with it being confirmed that folks will lose their jobs and those left will have to spend more time working in office. Yeah, okay. Massive profits. Again, just good. Bad for employees and shit. Restructuring again. A game that's bad, restructuring again. No matter what, no matter fucking what, a fucking video game executive like these will look to fuck over the employees just to fucking cut corners and keep the fucking line going up. It's just fucking nonsense, honestly. You know, it's just fucking nonsense. It's just baffling already how the fuck do they fuck up with the lives of like those below them just for the fucking bottom line, you know? It is what it is. Okay, okay, what the hell is this? Square Enix outlined that they expect this restructuring of an overly layered and segmented organizational structure to save them at least 3 billion yen annually, which is around 19.6 million and 19.9 million. Okay, hold on. $19.6 million and 14.9 million pounds. Mate. It's like, I mean, it's just, oh, it's just fucking silly. Look, these fucking numbers says it all. These fucking numbers. It's the bottom line. It's the fucking bottom line at the end of the day. They don't give a shit about like the fucking well-being of employees and everything. It's like fucking what do they do? They pass out over the work labor of other people below them and just basically earn like fucking billions and millions of dollars already. $19 million. What for? What fucking for? Anyway, this kind of pisses me off already. It's just fucking nonsense. I don't want to just don't want to look into it. Don't want to look into it honestly because it's all fucking video game industry nonsense that pisses me off already. It's just nonsense. So like, by the way, moving on to another subject that probably will be important at the end of the day because I think this is gonna be another humanitarian crisis to take in mind as well. Apparently Jamaica, there's like a category 5 hurricane called Melissa within 2 hours of landfall of Jamaica. Like there's already the chance that humanitarian aid is already coming for Jamaica at this point. I don't know if people will care that much about Jamaica at this point. But just to consider this is gonna be another natural disaster caused by like the billionaire oil baron class who just warm up the fucking planet and just cause sort of fucking shit. More and more natural disasters are happening every single fucking time because of like the incompetence of the fucking fossil fuel industry. It's all the same fucking shit. And, you know, all the people below them, like people in Jamaica and everything, or third world countries in general, or like working class in general, are gonna have to pay for it eventually. It's all tiring. It's so fucking tiring already. It's just tiring. Absolutely tiring already. That, you know, just basically consider at this point. That's that. A crisis in Jamaica anyway. It's about to come. I got news about ChatGPT. Apparently, ChatGPT has 7 lawsuits on their ass. OpenAI faces 7 lawsuits claiming ChatGPT drove people to suicide and delusions. So this probably reads on as follows. OpenAI is facing 7 lawsuits claiming ChatGPT drove people to suicide and harmful delusions meanwhile they had no prior mental health issues. The lawsuits filed Thursday in California state courts allege wrongful death, assisted suicide, involuntary manslaughter, and negligence. Filed on behalf of 6 adults and 1 teenager by the Social Media Victims Law Center and Tech Justice Law Project, the lawsuits claim that OpenAI knowingly released GPT-4o prematurely, despite internal warnings that it was dangerously psychopathic and psychologically manipulative. 4 of the victims died by suicide. It's like go up nonsense again. What? Fuck it. You know, oh, this product is already faulty and everything, you know, but, you know, just release it as a case. So, like, we can save costs and, like, trying to perfect it and trying to sort of make it good. Instead of making it good, we'll make it cheap so we make more fucking money. It's all fucking dirty nonsense. There it was. No, this includes discussion of suicide. Yeah, okay. Content warning. Content warning. I forgot content warning at the very beginning of this thing, but I think it's worth saying. Content warning with discussion about suicide. That sort of thing, in case anybody is probably wary about that sort of stuff, you know. Just be wary about that. Or like, the teenager, 17-year-old Amory Lacey, began using ChatGPT for help according to a lawsuit filed in San Francisco Superior Court. But instead of helping, that effective and inherently used ChatGPT product caused addiction, depression, and eventually counseled him on the most effective way to tie a noose and how long he will be able to live without breathing. Amory's death was neither an accident nor a coincidence, but rather a foreseeable consequences of OpenAI's Samuel Edmonds' intentional decision to curtail safety testing and rush ChatGPT onto the market. That's basically that. You know, fucking rushing things just to release this fucking thing into the market. It's like a rat race already. A rat race to like make like the biggest and baddest technology possible, just so like it fucking makes infinite profit by the next quarter. Yeah. OpenAI called the situations incredibly heartbreaking and said it was reviewing the court filings to understand the details. Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on. This is that thing, you know? This is like basically OpenAI. This is what OpenAI is basically doing. Oh, what? I don't know what the fuck. I don't mean to do that. So this is what OpenAI is basically doing. Okay, what the fuck? I don't mean that. I'll open image in a new tab. Can I? Jesus, how many tabs do I have open? Sorry about that. Do I have to close some tabs? Let me close some tabs, yeah? Oh, okay, there you have it. This is, okay. OpenAI in a fucking nutshell. It's just this. Fucking SpongeBob meme with a wanted poster himself looking for himself. Yeah, that's what when they say like, oh, we're looking at the court filings to see what's going on. Yeah, unless you're willing to self-snitch yourself, you know, they're not gonna do fucking thing about it. They're just gonna like wash their heads over it. Like, so like, fuck off. Another lawsuit filed by Ellen Brooks, a 48-year-old in Ontario, Canada, claims that for more than 2 years, ChatGPT worked as a research tool for Brooks. Then, without warning, it changed preying on his vulnerabilities and manipulating and inducing him to experience delusions. As a result, Allen, who had no prior mental health illness, was pulled into a mental health crisis that resulted in devastating financial, reputational, and emotional harm. These lawsuits are about accountability for a product that was designed to blur the line between tool and companion, all in the name of increasing user engagement and market share. That's what I fucking mean! That's what I fucking mean! It's like, we gotta stop companies from becoming fucking public equities, okay? Because this shit happens otherwise. Like, anyone is gonna look for literally fucking anything to increase the market share or something. It's the same fucking nonsense again. This bit, hold on. Gotta do the makeup all over, I guess. I gotta do the fucking makeup for 1 second. Yes, second. So I'm gonna, let's see, what's going on here? Oh, nothing. Okay. Okay, I need a mirror, I think. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna have to do my makeup for a second. What the fuck? I don't know, it's something weird. The fucking weird thing about like the lipstick, the lip balm lipstick or whatever it is that it kind of wears off for a little bit with like eating anything or something like that. I don't know. It's just fucking weird. I don't know. Maybe it's like because it's like I think it's like waterproof lipstick, but even then, it just kind of wears off for a little bit and like fucking loses some bits on the lip. Jesus, way. I know. But yeah, I guess we gotta move on because this is fucking basically pissing me off already. It's just, I mean, it's a bit of the same fucking typical nonsense. Like, oh, private equity wants to line go up. Will do anything and everything in their power on this, in spite of the general well-being of the people under them, to basically make that line go up. That's the basic explanation for that sort of shit. It's the 101 of this shit. Basic explanation of this sort of shit. You know? That's the thing about it. Let's watch Mamdani winning. Because I think you all deserve to see that. And I think it's good to see that in comparison. By the way, I uploaded like the last stream bot on the old channel. You may want to see it. It's called Baby Jesus Weeps. It used to be like the channel where I stream the Asmongold stuff, but or like the shit posting or whatever. But if you want to find it, this is the channel. I expanded the GMA expanded universe into a new channel, or a sort of new channel basically that I can use for stream bots or whatever. Here it is. You can find it at JMA Streams. I can put like clip some streams, bots. These are the couple of bots I uploaded. Yada. Sort of like that, yeah. So I already uploaded like the fucking back to Center X fucking randomizer mod nonsense and that spank bilateral bot. You know, if you're interested in that, of course. If you're honestly interested in seeing the bots, if you miss them, whatever, check it out. Baby Jesus Weeps at JMA Streams. There you go. It currently has 13 subscribers. Subscribe to it already. Fucking hell. I want to see you subscribe to it already. It's not enough subscribers. Anyway, let's check out. Well, you want to see something funny about Mamdani winning? Zohran Mamdani, the new mayor of New York City. If you want to see the funny out of it, you're gonna see all the conservatives crying about it on Twitter. And I think we're just gonna fucking look at it in some way or another because it's actually funny in some way or another. Let's see, looking for Mamdani here on Twitter. Maybe hopefully we can find some gems over there. Oh god, holy shit. I agree even that that, like fucking Twitter has become in some way like a fucking sort of like what's it called, like an echo chamber or something like that, right? So we're gonna look at some tweets. So like comparing Elon Musk to Mamdani. Okay, what the fuck?
Goes out to you.
That's not a fucking nutty salute. that's not that's not a fucking nutty salute. Double standard my ass. Okay, Mamdani is not doing what Elon Musk is doing over there. Perfect side by side to show Mamdani isn't doing a Nazi salute and Elon definitely is. Yeah. Ah, Jesus. Okay, hold on. Shaken by Mamdani though. What the hell?
Is a charismatic swindler.
What, a charismatic swindler? Sure. The you know, like Elon Musk promising to go to Mars, to build like fucking intelligent robots, to like fucking building intelligent cars, to build like intelligent everything, to repopulate the fucking planet. Yeah, Mamdani is actually the fucking charismatic swindler here. Sure, okay. Okay, Elon, I'm here to believe you on your shit.
I mean, you gotta hand it to him. Like he can light up a stage, but he has just been a swindler his entire life.
What else is he
What have you been trying to do instead, Elon?
done that makes him a swindler?
Well, I guess if you say what I mean, if you say
He's glitching out.
to any audience whatever that audience wants to hear, instead of having a consistent message, I would say that is a swindly thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah. His brain turned off. His fucking brain turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he is charismatic. Mamdani is
his fucking brain turned off. Oh boy. Someone should ask him what he thinks now that Mamdani is elected. What he... Oh, wait! Oh, shit.
Asinine, lunatic, insane idea. It's hard to even put it into words. Okay, everybody. Zohran Mamdani, a radical socialist, is poised to win the Democrat primary in New York and become the likely next mayor of New York City. He wants to send social workers to crimes that a police officers. He's super weak on crime, which will make New York a very dangerous city, even more dangerous than it is right now. He wants the city to take over grocery stores, which is such an asinine, lunatic, insane idea. It's hard to even put it into words. More than anything else,
Citation needed.
though, he is a resentment-driven candidate who is going to try to promise the world utopia, and the result will be higher taxes, more dangerous cities, successful people will leave. Be careful what you vote.
Man, what do you fucking think you guys were fucking doing all this fucking time, buddy? Build a wall. Make Mexico pay for it. Fucking, make America great again. That's the shit. You fucking guys need to look yourselves in a fucking mirror. Alright. It's fucking silly. Oh boy. The fuck? This is AI generated, man. What the fuck? Oh.
It's been waiting for you. Welcome to New York. Welcome to New York.
People coping hard about like the electorate of New York City, man. Like, I mean, you don't need to look even into these types of people to know what the electorate of New York City is. Like, you know, New York City is like a largely democratic fucking city. You know, like a largely Democrat type of electorate. You know, it's a bit silly to. It's a bit like saying like water is wet. The only problem here is that now like the people who elected Mamdani, especially not just like radical leftist people, but like look what Mamdani basically did. He's like basically sort of like, let's just say radicalize like the entire midway voters, or like the mid lane voters or something like that, and like convince them of his ideas. It doesn't like take, you know, lying or anything like that. It's basically like, you know, doing what a lot of the Republican base is basically doing right now, but on the left, right? Like, you gotta start at some point, not just like saying promises or whatever. You gotta convince these people to join your side and sort of like increasingly being more left leaning. You just gotta like turn them over to your side and start like looking to appease like them, the so-called sensible mid lane voter or something like that. Instead of appeasing them, just bring them to your side. That's what Mamdani has been doing. That's like what the Republicans have been doing in the past fucking few years. That's what Trump has been doing in the past fucking few years, bringing like the mid lane voter into further into the right. Now it's happening the same with the left. You know, you don't need to look further than like, you don't need to look into just these people showing in this video. Which, by the way, this video is a fucking cope anyway. Yeah, this tweet is a fucking cope anyway. You know, truly speaking, like, there's no midpoint voter right now. There's no centrist voter right now. Any centrist at this point is becoming obsolete and completely dumbfounded in obsolete ideas at this point. There's a wider range of ideological difference right now everywhere in the fucking world. Maybe America is a prime example of that, because the whole conditions that created such a fucking thing, the precarity on like the economy, the shit that fucking don't bat shit economy that is going on, like the precarious conditions of work conditions and like the job market right now, the fucking political situation, a war in Ukraine, a fucking genocide in Palestine. That's just shit. And you expect people to not get radicalized for that sort of shit? Man, what fucking rock are you living under? This is not like 2001 anymore. You know, where like the radical people are just a minority of crazy fucking numbnuts going around in tinfoil hats. You know, this is not that anymore. The sensible voter is now radicalized on one side or another. You gotta fucking live with it for the rest of the fucking history in some way or another. That's a problem here. And also, it's both like a blessing and a curse. Any midway voter that might be still on the center, or like lightly in the center, will be radicalized at this point. And that's like gonna be like a normal occurrence in the modern America, but also in like the Western world as well. Whether it's to the left or the right, doesn't matter. Now all that matters is about further radicalizing the left and into the left and the right to like those extremes, you know? This happens with all the consequences of like the bourgeoisie class actions, you know? Like the recklessness of the bourgeoisie class. That's what happens. This is the consequences of 9/11. This is the consequences of the war on terror. This is the consequences of the global economic crisis that has been going on for the last years. This is what happens because of the whole mismanagement of the COVID pandemic. It happens because of all of that. It doesn't come out of a fucking vacuum. People are not radicalized out of a fucking vacuum, like out of nowhere. Okay, there has to be a cause to the consequence. You know, there has to be like some sort of like change in the timeline. The timeline is now like this, so people are now like this. You know, it doesn't come out of a fucking vacuum out of nowhere. You know, that's all I'm basically saying. You know, keeping going on with like the. Okay, this is all I see is like fucking cope. Alex Jones, man. What the fuck happened with Alex Jones? This guy, oh shit. His fucking ass. Alex Jones is like dealing with like the fucking court case about like the fucking what's it called? Like the Charlotte, well, no, not Charlottesville. I think the mass shooting hoax thing that he was talking about a lot of times. Like this guy's fucking lying. Fucking Alex Jones is a king of fucking lying, and he's calling Mamdani a liar. Isn't that a fucking ironic even? Come on, man. Oh, mate. It's a bit silly already. All I see here is there's probably a lot of cope. Cope from conservatives, cope from Republicans, cope from like the fascist neo-Nazi fucking people on Twitter. Like, it basically goes like this, you know? Zohran Mamdani goes like, we're gonna improve the living conditions of this city. And like everyone else, every one of these fascists goes like, the fucking West is over. They have taken New York City. New York City has been down. New York City is down. It's over, bros. It's now the Socialist Republic of Islamic New York City. It's like, chill, okay? He's like a social democrat. No big deal, okay? Mate. Already. I think it's a bit fucking ridiculous, that thing. Jesus. Is that... Mate. This Saul Go. What is this fucking account? What is this fucking account? A fucking big account. Pretty run by an Indian. Which, by the way, some of these accounts have been got to be Indians. Like in India. Fucking doing white supremacist shit. New York, USA, my ass. Okay? It's like probably... I just probably wonder if any of these accounts are maybe probably, you know, fake or bot accounts or something like that, you know, like AI accounts, like the dead internet theory type of shit. I just probably wonder something like that at this point, because it's just, I mean, to produce mass amounts of this fucking dog shit on Twitter for profit when you can monetize being verified on Twitter, all that shit, you know. I think it's pretty obvious by now that it should be automated fucking AI accounts at this point, you know? Like spawning fucking slop after slop after slop after slop after slop after slop, you know? I don't get what they do with these accounts. They're like farming. I don't want to bring too much attention to them at this point because I think it's most likely that even then they're gonna fucking monetize it and they're a fucking penny out of it. Who knows? But I'm not fucking giving into the fucking shitty fantasy of earning monetization for that. So, no. Whatever. I've been talking to my girlfriend, by the way. For a bit. She misses the time where I spurted a load out of my fucking girl cock. It's so cute. Hey. So... I'm not gonna say much. But it's lovely. Ah, boy. I'm gonna take a little break for 5 minutes if you don't mind, honestly. I'm gonna probably eat something or something like that, right? Maybe that's lunch already ready or something like that. And then I'm gonna move on to react to some YouTube content or something like that. In the meantime, just wait a bit for 5 minutes. I'll be right back. You know, for a typical Sunday, what I like to usually have is like a plate of rice with pork and eggs, fried eggs. That's what I usually have on Sundays anyway. It's kind of good, I guess, you know? So, as I said, you know, Mamdani is a bit of like a symptom of a much larger effect going on in the Western world. And this larger effect is at the same time a symptom of the consequences of like the what has been going on in the last decades. It's like the obvious consequence of what has been going on in the last decades regarding the complete, the absolute arrogance of like the rich bourgeois class. Like, this has been going on maybe probably even since like the industrial revolution or like the agricultural revolution, you know? Like, as long as someone like delimits a piece of terrain and says, this is mine, this is where problems begin. This is what the fucking problems begin. It's what like Foucault has been, I think it was Foucault, right? It's what the Foucault said fucking since ages immemorial. Is that sort of shit? I think I quoted it in, like the live service games video that I did ages ago. If you can get an idea of that, basically, it's like, you know, the problems begin ever since someone like says a piece of land is his, okay, or theirs. And that's what basically where the problems begin at every single time, you know? Like the same way problems begin ever since a company becomes a public equity, you know, or like or becomes available in the stock market. That's the same shit every time. Problems begin every single time with like the fucking greed of someone. It's just usual, you know. It's what happens. Well, I had something on Discord though. I don't know what it is. Give me a second. Let me check here. Okay, so right, schedule. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Hey, you know, rate train fundraiser for the National Immigration Law Center. Hey, check this out, right? Let's see. Okay, let me show you here. If you want to join in, Goths Against Fascism, there's a bunch of streamers doing on November 9th, November 10th, basically. You can check this out on their Twitch channels. I'm just basically showing this here just for convenience, maybe. I don't know. This is like a community of like Goths that are so like doing this stuff, you know? So, you know, bit of a signal boost. Bit of a signal boost, basically, that I probably noticed already. So, you know, so you probably might know about this. Sort of. Anyway, moving on. I think it should be probably time to react to some really nice YouTube videos, right? Whew, okay. What okay. The boy one meet the Doom Slayer? The boy one meet the Doom Slayer? Okay.
And I'll be there to watch your review. Are you keeping toys? Dude, you look 13. Anyways, where was I? Alright. I watched your review forever. And you cannot move any part of you. People and doctors will come to you, but they cannot see me. But you can, and I can see you too.
I mean, no, bad idea.
Wait, you can see me? How's that even possible? You should not be able to. And I'll
Oh
be
man.
there.
Okay, yeah, like a fucking fucking imagine any fucking possible demon in like the whole existence. None of them have shit against the Doomslayer. That's for sure.
He's an overflow.
I remember this. It's like from a movie called Heavy Metal. It's based on like a series of magazines or comic strips of like related to like edgy heavy metal type of stuff or something like that. It kind of be like this. They released like a movie back in the 1970s or something, and this was one of the stories in them. It's like an anthology type of thing, you know, regarding like a green orb, like fucking shit up and from every corner of like the galaxy or whatever. And this one, like the anthology stories in there.
Flowing cup filled with the very cream of human
Also, this is basically like the voice of Squidward switching to like a completely different voice.
goodness.
Unless maybe the preschooler's prostitute ring.
And he's never done anything illegal.
Unless you count all the times he sold dope disguised as a nun.
He's always been a good, law-abiding citizen.
Oh, give me a break!
Of the Federation and
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
of a community-conscious individual.
Stern! Hanging's too good for him! Burning's too good for him! He should be torn into little bitsy pieces and buried alive!
He's a no.
This is incredible sometimes, you know. It's an oldie, but it's a classic anyways, you know. Oh boy, Doom 2 Remake. What the fuck is this? Okay, no, alright. This is like... I think it was just like a mod... Oh, what's it called? I remember this mod. I think it's called... Hold on. Lost in Darkness. Yeah, it's called Lost in Darkness, by the way. It's basically like a survival horror type mod for GZ Doom or something. And it's like a Stalker in some way or another. It's like a survival horror game based in mod based in Stalker and that sort of stuff. You know? But yeah, anyway. Okay, so like, you know, you can basically watch fucking, I don't know. Because I just probably wish I could watch my own VOD from like yesterday. Maybe. That would be a bit silly watching a VOD from like a previous stream I did or like this stream, right? Well, I don't know. Let's see here. Noon is not 12 o'clock. Okay. This might this might sound like one of those like what's it called, like Dragon Slayer type of games or something like that, like a full motion video type of game. Yeah, it's sort of like that, I guess. Not sure what to say about it, honestly. I think that most of these videos are basically like, you know, recommended on the basis of like basically watching a bunch of random stuff. All my opinion of Super Mario 64 in one video. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Man, what is this? Oh, no, man. That's a spam. Oh. That's fuck. I can imagine the reaction on speedrunners' faces when seeing this sort of shit in Super Mario 64. Wouldn't be honestly very pretty. Look at this. This is just cruelty. That's fucking Mario 64 is on another fucking level entirely. I'm coked. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I know. Oh boy. Universe. Oh, it's such a beloved fucking game. Such a beloved, universally acclaimed game. When in reality, it's like a torture device for like normal people. Like, if I don't know how the fuck kids in the 90s play this sort of shit, but it must be like a fucking torture device at some degree. Oh, fuck. A rabbit, though. Man, that's gotta be ass. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What? Okay. Jesus, that's, oh my god, mate.
Okay, we are cooked. Yep, we are absolutely cooked, chat. GG.
Stop locking yourself in Super Mario 64. No, man. Oh my god. No way. Under the stair trick in Super Mario 64. And then teleporting to the wrong map. Oh no. This has to be like a speedrunner's nightmare. This has to be what a speedrunner has in their nightmares. Oh, Jesus. The last
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
No, I'm laughing, but it's just pain, man. Oh, you don't want that, man. How do you fucking grab that? Oh no. Oh my god. Ah, no. Yeah. And then I can hear the fucking guy screaming as they turn off the fucking Nintendo 64. Screaming internally like that. Wait, that's gotta be a lot of fucking pain. I know. Okay, I just probably wondering, how do people do this?
Here's a real high-class belt. Now go!
No damage runs in. Right. How do people fucking do this? There must be like a certain level of fucking skill to be able to pull this off. But like, you have to be in such amount of focus to be able to do this stuff, you know? Because look at all the fucking shit that's being thrown, you know? Look at all the projectile stuff. The fucking enemies entire stuff going on. Let's look at this. Yeah, there's a term for this. It's called bullet hell. Like, how do you fucking dodge all that shit in a bullet hell game? Especially with that amount of detail and like artistry put into like every single sprite of the game and everything. Like, you know, completely undistinguishable from like anything, right? From the background or something. And then you have to dodge it. Yeah. Look at this, man. Look at this stuff. That's fucking unreal. Any sensible, normal fucking player will get scared by this shit, okay? But, like, don't come at me with that gatekeeping shit of, like, oh, bro, get good, bro. No, like, that's diarrhea of the mouth, okay? The get good dog shit is diarrhea of the mouth, okay? How do you even play this sensibly, okay? This is why we need difficulty settings in games, like an easy mode in video games, because otherwise we just have annoying fucking morons gatekeeping on this shit, just justifying their fucking ableist stuck shit with this sort of nonsense, okay? This is like fucking ableist bait. And I get it, like, Cuphead is really a fucking good game. It's really well done. It's a piece of art itself. But look at this. What the hell is this shit? You have to literally dodge everything in here. All this fucking nonsense. Yeah, I mean, of course. 3 HP, 3 parries, and 6 super meters. Wow. Like, how the fuck do you pull this off? How the fuck do you pull this off, honestly? And this is like the DLC. I already had my problems with like the original game without the DLC, you know? Holy fucking shit. Like, we need difficulty settings in games for this reason. Because, like, I know Cuphead has difficulty settings in that game, right? But even then, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just absurd already. Like, the easy difficulty in Cuphead doesn't let you progress in the game. That's the thing. That's the giant fucking problem about it. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, at least probably the animated series is good. Maybe. Probably maybe. I don't know. Oh, median PC versus Commodore 64. And like, you know, a villager takes a photo of himself once a year for 100 years. Well, that's probably Age of Empires 2 or something, right? villager for 100 years? Oh, fuck me. No, hold on. What age of this? Okay, age of past 2, yeah. You know. I guess it's a bit of a meme. I don't know. I don't know. I tried playing Age of Empires 2 against my brother one day and like trying to like compete in that, but it's just fucking impossible or something, right? It's just fucking oversaturating for me. Like trying to gain enough resources in record time and trying to amass a gigantic army of everything before the other person does. I think it's kind of overwhelming for me most of the time because I don't have basic knowledge of the basic controls of an RTS game at most of the time. I am not good at RTS games most of the time, or especially on multiplayer, and that's gonna be a gigantic fucking problem. Doom Model Watch. What is this?
Ah, the wonderful world of Doom mods. You could spend days and days going through all of them and still miss the best ones. That's why I put together a couple that I found pretty neat. Today we're gonna look at total conversions, where everything has been replaced. We start with Wolfenstein, Ruins of Tyranny, the epic conclusion of Chessmaster's trilogy following Shadows of Destiny and Machines of Death. While this game does have the classic Wolfenstein look, there's a lot more going on under the hood. We can now dual-wield machine guns, have elevators that don't end the map and open on the same side again thanks to GZ Doom wizardry.
Yeah, of course it's made with GZ Doom.
There are a bunch of new weapons.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but like at some point, people are gonna start use that Doom, right? Like when GZ Doom is already screwed like this, you know, are people gonna start use that Doom or something like that, or anything like that? You know, like the folks people did of GZ Doom after Grabstar was caught using AI on that shit, you know. Because I just really wonder what will be the future of GZ Doom at this point. You know, what will be the future of these types of mods in the future? You know, like are they gonna use any of these folks or whatever? You know, I think it might be silly how like how a fucking complete absolute nonsensical shit mistake from Grassel derivated into the whole death of the source port. It kind of also happened nearly with like Lilith PK3 because Grassel is such a fucking narcissist, you know? It's just symptomatic of like nearly the top of the Doom community.
In these 18 new levels like a sniper rifle. You can have lots of fun surprising dudes in the bathroom and even go outside and watch the snowfall. Something that was unthinkable in the original Wolfenstein 3D.
Shit, yeah.
The best thing though is you can use mounted machine guns and fire away like there's no tomorrow. Every now and then you come across some bosses that need to be removed in order to advance, just to be killed by the next random soldier. If that's your thing, give it a try. This next one looks super dope. It's called Hell Worlds Reinvigorated. Right now just the demo's out, but the full version should drop this year. It's a sequel of Hell Worlds, and by the same guy who made Dismantled, for example. If you remember that one, that also had a really good atmosphere. So in this game,
It kind of reminds me a little bit of what if you mix like Diablo with Hexen.
you have this weapon that has melee attacks, but can also shoot. Also look at these enemies, they have a totally different vibe than the original Doom enemies.
Yeah, it somehow feels like if you were to combine Hexen with like Diablo or something, right?
This one, for example, doesn't have skin and it's just crawling towards you silently. And if you don't watch out, you're done. The mechanics for the weapon is a little different than usual. You're shooting these projectiles that you can power up by collecting runes. But also when you run out of runes, you're shooting these colorless projectiles and deal less damage. A little later you find a spell book and deal
Just already uploaded 1 month ago.
damage in a different way. In this demo you also face a boss. This looks really nice. So yeah, after dying a couple times, I found this portal and get prepared for what happens in the full version, because that's the end of the demo. Check it out, it's also available on Steam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see like the huge potential of GZ Doom to make indie games, right? But now with GZ Doom basically fucked over Prograpsol himself, are people gonna start using something like GZ Doom for these sorts of indie games? Maybe, probably, I guess.
This one feels a lot different, even if run by who has created a lot of noteworthy games with this beautiful engine. It plays in the same universe as Zombioska and its sequel Undead Zombies Do Not Live, in which this purple goo causes zombie invasions. But there are no zombies in this game. An entire planet of purple goo has been discovered. So naturally, there's a mission to send a bunch of scientists to that planet to mine for crystals, which are found there as well. And you're the supervisor, Ivanov. So you kiss your wife or space hostess goodbye and get moving. On the way to the shuttle, you realize that the entire crew has been killed and the goo has come to life. And wants trouble. You find crystals throughout these maps, either from the enemies or you destroy bigger crystals. As your mining equipment is modified to work with this newfound energy source, you can beat them with your own weapons.
Right.
Also, the art style is totally on point. I mean, just listen. And if that's your thing, there's also a weapon and monsters replacement pack for Doom and Doom 2, so you can play those games with these weapons and monsters. That's pretty cool. I left a link to his website with lots of other games in the description. Check it out. Skillet 666 caught me by surprise. This game not only features hip-hop beats in a Doom engine game, which is kinda rare, but appreciated, but also a lot of other unique features. It's currently being developed by Amanito Computing, who are also responsible for the fantastic apocalyptic vibes. It has this very nice filter in the opening scene, where, I guess, you strike on death in order to come back to life, and get busy mowing down skeletons. The gameplay has absolutely nothing in common with regular Doom mods. Combat.
Yeah, it kind of reminds of the early version of Total Chaos some way or another. Like, it's really fucking elaborate. With like 3D models and everything. It's really fucking well done. Because it like goes so far away from what a typical Doom mod looks like.
But is very slow and combo based. The weapons have 3 different attacks and vary in speed and damage. One thing I did not realize while playing this was that the enemies have various hitboxes and are more vulnerable if you strike the head, for example. I'm gonna have to give this another try as I died a lot. The look and atmosphere reminded me of Ray Harryhausen movies and mid-90s dungeon crawlers, but I've also seen screenshots of outside environments. This demo makes me think that this is one of those games you boot up and suddenly 5 hours have passed.
Shit.
All in all, this just looks amazing, and add it to your wishlist on Steam while you're at it.
Yeah, it's nice that a lot of these games kind of work on Steam too. Yeah.
The plan for this part was actually to watch the entire intro with you because of the epic music that just fits incredibly well with this. But then I shazammed it and decided against that. But Fierce Sky Vagabond is what can be best described as Star Fox in Doom. Just incredible how amazingly well this works. I spent about 10 minutes tweaking the controls to my likings in the tutorial, but once I had them dialed in just perfectly, it felt very natural. This mod came out last year in early access and is still being improved. In fact, the new update just dropped very recently. More and more missions are still being added, and it looks very, very promising. If you like Star Fox or any other flight sim, give this one a try. You will not regret it.
I think I had my complications when I tried to do flight sim stuff in Jesus Doom or something, because I didn't know as much of like doing like, I don't know, there was nothing like Z script back then, right? Nothing like that. It was like the older version of Jesus Doom or something that I had to work with. Especially when developing games like these on older versions of Jesus Doom with no set script whatsoever. Yeah, you have your own complications, you know?
In the Wacky Pack, you play as a hamburger with
Okay, we got the horny. We got the fucking horny here.
breasts and a shotgun. So, what can go wrong? You're doing what all hamburger girls do. Playing with dolls, meeting with your strawberry friends, kick some ladders, squish some bugs, and chat it up with homegirl. While you're talking about the newest flavor of ant juice, you're being ganged up by a bunch of suckers and get rid of them all with your funny sounding guns. This one reminds me of ASMR Doom. Yeah, I think the guns are the only thing that would still need a little bit of polish. Oh yeah, and you get to whack clowns. But don't shoot the homie. The variety of enemies in this game is insane. This one got me laughing. After rescuing the girl from the pothead, you get a present. That's another thing to do in this game.
It's like Bit the Tower in some way, maybe, probably.
You can also go shopping and talk to this guy about Gunlink. That's some mechanism that lets you make special ammunition for different weapons.
Ah.
Yeah, that just happened. While you're browsing the different types of ammunition, remember that you are Pam Burger and not running around and shooting everything that moves just for fun. The Wacky Pack, an intergalactic gang, kidnapped your boyfriend after he quit, and you gotta get him back. But first, let's grab a bite.
Whoa. Okay. That's a nice pair of assets. Okay. That's like, it's like the kind of stuff I draw, basically, somewhere in London. Yeah. It'd be like that. It just be like that. Yeah. A nice,
Collect some more dolls,
a nice pair of assets.
and kick some more ladders. And save another girl from getting her clothes all smelling like weed. This game doesn't have secrets. This game has embarrassing secrets.
Embarrassing secret. I mean, this is probably an excuse to like fucking put Roll 34 in this game.
All in all, style's pretty cool and can't wait for this one to drop. Alright, that's it for today. Hope you liked it and press all the YouTube buttons.
It's so silly. Oh god, yeah, bit of I kind of like it's made for Rule 34 in some way or another. Like this, I don't get that point of like these too much. Like with all these artistry type of thing going on, maybe it has some correlation with Rule 34. Maybe, probably. I have no fucking clue, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I could work on something like that in the future, depending on how it goes or something. I don't know. Oh well. Yeah, I guess so. That's gonna be probably enough, I guess. I don't know, that's probably enough. I'm gonna see you on the afternoon probably with like art and that sort of shit. I can probably try to draw something in the afternoon at 4 p.m. Stay tuned for that. Alright? Just stay tuned for that. I don't know, that's gonna be a wait in the meantime. So yeah, I guess so. I'll see you then at 4 p.m. as per usual. And smell you later, Gator.